So you're a comedian. I had absolutely no idea. We've worked together for 2 weeks. You haven't made me smile once. Now here's the deal, kid. Make me laugh. 3, 2, 1, funny. 3, 2, 1, funny. So where's the funny, kid? When I was young, we only had this kind of suspension. A metal tube covered in paint. Inside there, anything could have happened. We didn't care. Don't say I didn't go off-road. I lived on a farm. I went off-road every time I went out and every time I came home. And this suspension on this here bike coped. But there's a funny thing. If you haven't tasted honey, you don't know the sweet. You can't imagine the sweetness of honey. This is not honey. So here's the deal, kid. If you've got the honey, you need to take care of the honey, and then everything will be sweet. 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 Just remember, like a boxer, protect yourself at all times when working on vehicles. They can be dangerous. One slip and you're out of the game. So this long travel, modern suspension, very, very good. WP. We better not talk about why that's called that. But this is an Explorer Pro fork. You can see it's chrome or stainless steel. Either way, you get salt in there, you get rainwater, you get chips, you'll get rust. So, I use something that is rumoured to have been found after Roswell. And I put it on there and I clean round every month. Summer, winter, rain or shine. Today though, I'm going to go one step further and I'm going to remove these covers and check to see if my work has been effective. Okay, so this is not my usual routine, but for once I'm going to remove this cover, undo these bolts. They're not very tight, so when I replace them I'm going to put some Loctite on there. You can't be too careful. Then I'm going to examine the forks to see if my routine of using this stuff, which has not damaged the seals, I can't say it'll do the same on your bike, but on my bike it's worked well. Let's try it. Let's see, kid. Let's see what's under these covers. Maybe it's a bad dream. There's the nuts. They seem to have some sort of Loctite on them. I will check the torque settings before I put them back. It may even appear on this screen. Wow, there we go. You can see grit, dirt, but also that oily substance. That's not a leaking fork, that's this stuff. Doing its job, keeping the rust off. These have no rust. What I will do now while it's off is clean them down and spray some fresh ACF on there, and then we'll return it back with the cover, and hopefully that's good for 2 more years. Just remember, though I'm going over this today with the covers off and I'm going to clean up everything, generally I just put some ACF 50 on there and run it around with my finger. I don't take the covers off. This is the first time they've come off. But as you can see, underneath there, the sweet suspension is like sugar. Honey, syrup, sweet. Beautiful thing. And this of course moves up and down to show you how much compression you've used on your forks. If you set it in the right place, as that comes down it pushes it. I don't bother with that. I'm old. I don't need that. Still, it's a good thing to have. One thing is, you don't want to get that on your brake disc. It could kill you. Look at that stuff. Look at that goodness. Now I can't say this will work on your bike, but on these modern folks, something to be aware of. You only need to be a hair off and you can end up with surface rust contamination, and then that will soar away at your seals. I hope that's been good for you. This is not David Lynch, but I'm out. Now this side's a little trickier. We got an ABS sensor in the way. I'll undo that, remove it. Apart from that, everything should be just the same. And I'm confident that because I have a routine discipline of using my ACF50 on those fork legs at least once a month, that everything will be fine. Okay, so this one's slightly trickier because the cable holds it on, but I can still get in there and I can see that everything's fine. I'm going to clean that and spray it all the way around. I hope that's been useful. Remember, keep the honey sweet. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! 1, 2, 3, Merry Christmas! You ate the lot, kid. They've all gone.